Hello and welcome to the instruction video for putting citations into documents with either Google Docs, Microsoft Word, or LaTeX. So imagine we want to put in a citation after the quotation. If you're using a quotation, it's coming from somewhere else, you need to cite it. Just formatting it as a quotation is not enough to avoid plagiarism. So we'll go Tools, Citations. Now here we can pick our citation style. So at university your prof will specify it. Some fields are standard. So MLA is the most common in the humanities. Chicago was the most common in the sciences. We could pick a citation source. So let's say we're looking at a book that we got in print. And say we want to search it because we have the physical book. We put in the International Center bookseller number. We could look for an online database, and that's also looking for ISBN, or for the website. Alternatively, we could hit Cite Manually and fill it all in. So filling in the author. Okay. And say the title, pick the publisher, the published year, the city, state or province, country, edition, volume, and that's if we know, say we can make this a 5-volume. If you have these, not all these fields are required. The blue asterisks mark the most important ones. We can add the citation source. And then we want to cite it here. We just hit cite. And it pops it in. Because it's a book, we should specify the page number. Let's say page 42. That now puts our citation in. But that doesn't help if we don't have a bibliography in our document. So we go to the very end of the document, and we're going to want to insert a bibliography. So to insert our bibliography, we navigate to where the bibliography would be, and we'll insert that list of references. And it's automatically formatted and cited according to our method. So here we insert works cited for MLA, and we'll have that with the different formatting options, or again for APA. Notice that when we insert it, it does it live. So if we go back and add more citations, so let's say we add another citation source here, and we'll pick it from a website or cite manually again. We can pick, say, editor. And Martin Greenberg is a fantastic editor who often did the year's best science fiction, say 2005, from Del Rey. And published in 2006. If it's about 2005, add that citation source. Right. We cite it up here. It does not automatically appear on the list down here. So while Google Docs does allow us to build the list of references and it can put them in for us automatically and do it correctly in the right order, all of that, we want to do that in the last step. We cite as we go to make sure everything that's going to be cited is cited. Pick page 17 this time. But we don't actually put in that list of references until the very end, and that way we know it will be complete in the finished version. Microsoft Word is similar. So in Word we can come down, let's say we want to do it here. So under References, we find nothing in the web version. If we go to the downloaded desktop version, well, now under References, we can go to Style, and we can pick which style we're looking at, so say Chicago 16th. And now we're going to insert a citation. We'll add a new source. And again, we'll put in our authors, John Doe, title, random book from 2017, and Tuskegee. It'll be a book about how horrible things were at one point during the scientific experiments done there. And we'll put in the publisher again. Might as well put in Del Rey. We can show additional fields if we want to put in the other information. Now we have that citation source. So our citation now appears in the text. We can insert that citation again at any point in the text. And in the end, we can put in a bibliography. We'll recall it bibliography, references, works cited. That's up to us. And if we insert another one, so we'll add a new source. So say L. Frank Baum. We wrote the wonderful, actually technically it is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz from 1902. Don't know exactly what the rest are. We've got Baum 2002. We can update our field, and this will update. So in the case of Microsoft Word, we have to manually tell it when to update the bibliography, but it can do so for us. And now for LaTeX. Again, it's a little more complicated, but it gets the job done as well. So again, we have to use a package to add that functionality. So we'll use package, the bib LaTeX style. This will add a LaTeX style bibliography to the package. Now we have to actually give it a bibliography source. These are the built-in Overleaf help menus. I don't typically use LaTeX with Overleaf. I use a downloadable package. But that's a bib resource, sample.bib, which means we're going to have to do a sample.bib file for this project. So here is our sample.bib file. Now in this we can create the cited source. So for example, here's an article by Einstein, here's a book, there's a website. We'll just borrow this right from our Overleaf help menus. So they are all there. And now, when we want to cite something, say we want to do it after our quotation. If it came from Dirac's book, well, notice Dirac showed up as a possible autocomplete. That is a known reference. So now when we recompile our document, we should see the citation for Dirac at the end of that quotation. And there's our number 1. And then where we want the bibliography, we tell it to print the bibliography. Now because LaTeX recompiles our markup document into the text document, every time we regenerate the document, it will regenerate our bibliography. So everything will be there automatically, and we don't have to worry about manually updating as we do in the other two packages. So again, a little more work in the setup, but it's a little more efficient in the long term.